Okay, example 3, inserting zeros in dividend in the quotient. So sometimes we're going to have to, we can't just stop when we don't have, get to 0 when we're doing division. Sometimes we need to keep adding. Let me explain by example. It's hard to explain. So if you have to divide 2 and 45 hundredths divided by 7 thousandths, all right? I do my own. Oh, so let's see. I'm gonna do it myself. So 2 45 hundredths divided by 0 and 7 thousandths. Okay. So I have 2. So there's my problem. So the first thing I need to do is I need to multiply both sides times 100 because I had three numbers to the right of a decimal. So I'm going to multiply times 100 on both sides. And so I move it over 3 times on both sides. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, now notice what happens. I moved it over and I don't have a number there. So what I need to do is I need to add a 0. All right, so I ended up inserted a 0 into my dividend. And I'm going to have to do the same thing in my quotient. So that what happens now, since my number, it now equals 2,450 divided by 7. All right, so I multiplied it by 100, so I had to move it over 3 spots, but I had an empty spot that I had to fill in with a 0. All right, so now I can divide. 7 goes into 24. My decimal is going to be right here. That's my decimal. That's my last whole number. So I got to keep going until I get every whole number covered. All right, so 7 goes into 24. 3 times. 21. 35, and it goes into 735 7 times. I'm sorry, 5 times. Okay, and that's 35, and I have 0. Now, this is what I was talking about. So just because I got to 0 in this problem, that doesn't mean I'm done. Right? Normally, when we do division, we think once we get a 0, we're finished, but that's not the case here because I still have one place value that I have not covered. So I need to do, it's still the same process. So I drop down the 0, right? And 7 goes into 0 times. And so that is my answer, 350. All right, go ahead and give this one a okay, so this is just what it's showing, the same thing. Go ahead and try this one and resume the video and you're ready to go. All right, so I have 1 and 7/600 divided by 4 thousandths. All right, so multiply both sides times 100. And what happens, let's again, 1, 2, 3. Simple enough. All right, so that's going to, now look at this one though. I got 1, 2, 3. All right, and since I moved over place value into the whole numbers, I got to have a 0 there. I got to add a 0. And so it becomes 1,760 divided by 4. Now I can divide 4. All right, so I'm not done yet because my decimal's over here. I still got a place value I got to fill. So I bring that 0 down, and 4 goes into 0 times. So, and that's going to be 0, 0. So my answer is 440. All right, go ahead and do the on your own, followed by today's mini assessment.